well, I decided to grind a little bit more, just to make sure. So I went through the Elite Four a couple more times. And, well, I think I'm ready. The Elite Four is too easy now. So now it's boring. It wasn't even worth my time. But in all seriousness, they really were that easy now. But, well, now the true adventure begins. Welcome back, everybody, to more Let's Play Pokemon Gold version. This is your host, the MJ4106, and we are finally almost done with this game. I've caught the 3 legendary dogs last time, despite the struggle that it was. And, well, today it's time to go after the last legendary of the game. Well, that I can get. Because, well, I can't actually get the, event one that you... Oh, hey, here's Mantine, by the way. It's gold exclusive. So there you go. Mantine. Isn't he beautiful? So beautiful I can fucking shoot him from the sky! Water and flying type. See, look, he has a Remoraid under his little flipper there. See? Why isn't he the evolved form of Remoraid? You'll find out later in the Pokemon series, I guess. Also, I bought a lot of revives and full restores. So I'm more than ready for anything. Now, let's go in here. And like I was trying to say before I got interrupted, I can't go after the event legendary Celebi because, well, you either need to have the event happen so you can do that, or if you're playing the virtual console version of Pokemon Crystal, eventually, after you beat the Elite Four, I think you can go back to the Pokemon Center in Goldenrod City, and then some girl will give you an item referred to as the GS Ball, which is actually a reference to the anime as well, because that was like the whole reason they went to Johto at all, Ash and friends. And, well, yeah. Once you do that, apparently the forest will be acting up. So then you get to go to the forest. And then, well, you'll be able to find a level 30 Celebi in there. It's nice that they actually gave you a legitimate way to get Celebi. Even if it is through the digital re-release. That's really nice of them. It really is. So, you know, I appreciate it. Oh, I can only get there from down under. Well, I'm only going to use my Super Repel, because we need to see what kind of wild Pokemon are in here. But anyway, welcome to another maze. It's a maze of trying to figure out where to go to try to reach the other bird Pokemon of legend. And I think I mentioned it, we were going after Ho-Oh. Or maybe afterwards. Get used to this theme going away for the rest of the Pokemon games. Because where this game... Sweet, another Ultra Ball, I might need that. Where this game, I actually have the option to go after both the cover legendary of my game, as well as the other one that's not the cover, that's not the box art Pokemon of my game. Well, the later games only let you go after the one of the box art. So, yeah. Through normal means, anyway. Usually they make it an event for you to get to the other one. I should mention that specifically. Oh, hey, look, I came out another part of the cave. Yay! So, yeah, Whirl Islands is a lot of fun. It's a maze. One end leads you to another corner. You just need to find which entrance gets you in. I started on the lower left. I want to say it came out in the top right. Or maybe I came out the bottom right. It sucks going through this place, by the way. I mean, it's worse than 10 Tower, at least. That's for sure. Well, just so I don't have to put up with it. Time for me to put on a Super Repel. I don't want to serve with these Pokemon I fought a bunch of times already. Just let me try to learn my way. Yep. I came to the top right. So now all that's left is either the bottom right, or wait, this is the bottom right. Alright, so it's top left or top right. So, look around and hope you pick the right one. I mean, I guess once you know the right one initially, you can just go into it, but, well, I don't always remember this. So, Get your whirlpool on and get in there. And I don't plan on using Quagsire, so I'm sure I'll be okay. I should show what Pokemon are in this cave, I guess. I don't think there's really anything spectacular. Nothing we haven't run into before. Just prepare to use Flash every single time you come in the cave. Every goddamn time. But well, something tells me I shouldn't have come in from this way. Well, I'll go up here. Well, it's probably better to do this than going the other way over there. Another Ultra Ball. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to be running into something? Don't worry, I already know. Oh, good, another rare candy. Oh, yeah, I did level up Blossom with one rare candy. I'll just say this. After this, I am going to spend all my rare candies. Because, well, I feel like I'm not going to need them after a while. Now, where do we go from here? I have to wonder. Ooh, there's more over here. Yeah, it is harder to get around this place than Tin Tower, definitely. Tin Tower can be an annoying stair maze, but it's not that bad. This is obnoxious. Because you just have to hope you found the right entrance. And, well, you're going to have to go in and out, surfing on the water with the normal encounter rate going through and all that. Oh, God, it sure is a pleasure cruise. But, well, I think I might have picked the right way, actually. Yeah, see, you got your normal cave dwellers here, you know. Golbats and such. Gravelers and Geodudes, probably. Or at least Geodudes. It's probably similar to Ice Path, minus the ice Pokemon. So, normal cave, then. Yeah. Normal cave! Why do you even bother trying to say something else? Yep, got your Zubats as well. See? The wild Pokemon here are a waste of time. And of course your water dwellers, you know. Goldeen and such. Another ladder over here. I wonder if I want to take this or go along a little more. Although you can, I guess you can find some Pokemon in here that you normally would only find via fishing, so you know. Similar to the Seafoam Islands of last game. And there was a bird Pokemon in that area too, so I guess it only makes sense. And well, I may as well fully explore. Besides, I may as well try to show you all the Pokemon you can encounter in this place. Why not? It's nice to have knowledge in case you don't feel like fishing. See, it's basically Seafoam Islands. Zubats, Golbats, maybe some Geodudes, but you got your Seals and your Krabbies. Nice place if you want to come in here to catch some actual water Pokemon, instead of panicking trying to catch something else. Well, good thing I came here. I was glad I went this way. I had a feeling this was the right idea. And don't worry, you won't find anything super powerful in here. As long as you got Whirlpool and are able to get in, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. There's nothing super dangerous in here other than the legendary. And like I said, in Pokemon Silver, and I think Pokemon Crystal as well, if I remember correctly, you fight this at level 40. You fight Ho-Oh in Silver and Crystal at level 70. In Crystal's case, you have to catch all the wild dogs first. Ugh. At least it's only 2 that are roaming around, not all 3. Thankfully, they give you Suicune for free. That's very thoughtful of them. Very thoughtful. Oh, God. Like, I seriously did spend 2 hours working on that. That was awful. Although, honestly, despite how angry I was and saying that it took 2 hours of pain, that was shorter than I thought it was going to take. Then again, I caved in. I was like, you know what? Use the Master Ball on Raikou. Get him out of the way. Ugh. Well, some of you may be saying you should have saved the Master Ball for this one. No. Use it on the dogs. Don't waste it on a bird you can easily run into. Oh, crap. Well, I found the last exit. So, I found all the entrances to the cave here. So that means I fucked up along the way. We are going the right way, though. So, well, since it's been a long time, I think I've ran everything I could run into. So, super repel time. I have so many. Why not use them, huh? Let's make this easy on everybody. Now I just need to go the other way. Oh, I forgot. I can't, can I? Yep, because I'm stuck here. Well, shit. Okay. Well, that's the way it is. Yeah, look at that. I'm back here now. Okay, so it is upper right. You know, I had a feeling. So, you want to keep taking the upper right entrance. Because it looks like that's the correct way. I just went the way that took me to the upper left. Damn it! This maze is fun. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, I could think of a worse maze. Can't think of it on the top of my head, but I could probably think of worse. You know what? Give me a rain check on that one. I'll think of it later. Much later when we're not playing this game anymore. And I do have one more event during the days to show off. And I have set it to that day, Tuesday. You can also do it on Thursday. But yep. There's one more event I can show off. Get me in there, please. Why do I have to walk around the cave like a moron? But yeah, I'll show you that last day event, hopefully after we catch this Pokemon. Or beginning of next episode if I don't have a lot of time left over. Because, well, while this won't be as painful as catching Ho-Oh, it's still going to suck. I can promise it's still going to suck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I ran into all what I'm going to find here. Seals, crabbies, and bats. I can't think of anything else on the top of my head I would run into here, but, you know. Chances are there's another water Pokemon in here, you could probably fish for it. I just don't care enough right now to keep going for it. So, let's see what's down this last stairway here. If you can find your way to surf through the cave, then that means you found the right way. I can basically just leave it at that. And it looks like I found the right way. Because, well, I'll tell you. The Pokemon you fight is out in the water. That much I remember. Just don't get lost. Then again, easier said than done, I guess. And, well, you probably do want to have Waterfall just in case. Although if you have an escape rope or dig, you can get out no problem. In fact, I think the Pokemon might be in here. Yep, it's in here. Alright then. I need to have the Pokemon I want to fight it be ready. Well, I want either Blossom or Noctowl to put it to sleep. And, well, despite being a Psychic type, for some reason it has Water type moves. Actually, it would make sense, a lot of sense for Umbreon to come in here. Although it might have Psychic as well. So, there's the beautiful white bird. I'm gonna save just to make sure this doesn't get ugly. I already had a struggle session with Ho-Oh. It's not gonna be the same with you. I'm more prepared this time. Yes! Sorry. I farted as I got in the cave. Excuse me. I didn't try to do that. Anyway, here's the other legendary bird, Lugia. The one I prefer, actually, because it's psychic and flying. You'll run into it at level 70, like I kind of spoiled, but either way, yeah, strong-ass legendary, like Mewtwo. So hopefully you're prepared, because, oh boy. See? It knows water moves like Hydro Pump. Ow! I was trying to think. I don't think it has a unique move to itself. I forgot. Yes, it does. It does have a unique move to itself. Ah, crap, he did recover. I should have figured, actually, that you did. Well, this is going to be fun. Why am I even damaging you? I forgot. Putting you to sleep is the best thing I could do. Oh, right. Blind you first. Well, you have Swift, so I'm gonna have to get hit either way. In that case, I guess I'll have to rely on full restores in case I get hurt pretty badly. Thankfully, Hydro Pump is very inaccurate. So just blind to the point where only Swift can be a pain. I guess if you had a Ghost type, Swift wouldn't be an issue, would it? I never thought about that, actually. Because it's a normal type move that Swift doesn't work on Ghost types. I just need to get it to waste the rest of its other moves. And remember, the way the original Gold Silver work with the catch rate, unfortunately, doing damage to them doesn't mean much in the end. Honestly, you have a much better chance catching them when you put them to sleep than when you can actually, you know, damage them. That's why I say, just worry about damaging them and putting them to sleep, rather. That's more your priority here. Just do that, you'll figure it out. Okay, you have Swift, Hydro Pump, and Recover. I'm trying to think. Would it have the... It has Rain Dance. Okay. I thought it would have the move that it shows off in, like, Smash Bros. And all that. Aero Blast. I hope you didn't lose that. That would suck. I think it had a really strong flying move. I think it actually has some different moves if you fight it at level 40. I don't remember for sure, though. Either way, this thing is strong, so let the catch fest begin! Remember, original gold, silver, and crystal. Don't even worry about damaging it. It won't help you that much in the end. You'll increase your odds, like, by 0.4%. Really? So, just go to sleep. Your odds aren't going to get that much better if you damage him. Like, seriously. At most, you increase your odds maybe by 0.7, 0.8%. Which, in the grand scheme of things, isn't a heck of a lot. That's why I say, fuck it. Just put him to sleep and hope for the love of God you catch him. I got a little lucky with the dogs after a while, but, chasing the dogs is awful. I made the clip show a little longer than I should have, but I needed to emphasize the point that catching those dogs is ass. There we go, the rain stopped. That should make it easier to catch. You would hope so. Unfortunately, a level ball wouldn't be good for you right now. Basically, just be another Pokeball. Well, yeah, I didn't really show off the other Pokeballs that much. Well, Moon Ball doesn't actually work in this game, even though it's supposed to. Friend Ball just makes it friendly, and Love Ball is for catching, the opposite gender, okay. You have to have the same species of that Pokemon out for the Love Ball to work, though. But I think you do have the right condition set of having the same Pokemon but a different gender out against it. I believe the catch rate multiplies by 4 or 8. Either way, it makes it really easy. Basically, you want to do a proper daycare breeding session of that particular Pokemon. That's the way to do it. Go to sleep, don't kill me, you giant white bitch. You know what? Do I have something I could use on it other than, no. Heavy Ball's not going to work either. And I don't remember if I mentioned, but I should. Heavy Ball's the only ball that if you throw it at a super light Pokemon, it can actually be weaker than the Pokeball. You can actually reduce it to having a 1/2 catch rate of the other normal balls. So, yeah. Imagine trying to catch a Pokemon with a minimum catch rate of 1/255. At least when it's asleep, it's like 11 out of 255, so eventually I'll get it. It just takes a long frickin' time to get lucky. Believe me, after the battle with Ho-Oh, I'm aware. Now I think about it, I don't think the legendary dogs have the super weak catch rate that these guys do. They might. It's just, well, I think my perception of time probably got distorted from chasing them around the world for so long. I didn't realize that there was actually... Ow, God! I realized it was actually hard to catch them. Please survive, Noctowl. I have all these full restores. Feels pretty stupid to use it right now, but you know what? I want to make sure we catch this thing painlessly. Hell, it's probably better I don't damage Lugia, so that way, when it eventually goes to using Struggle, if we get to that point somehow, I won't have to worry about it. Because then it won't be able to hurt itself as long as I put it to sleep. Which I don't have a plane either on me, do I? I think I just have elixirs. Then again, the way I'm fighting it now, I'll more likely run out of balls before I run out of hypnosis to use. Damn, you woke up fast. I had a feeling you would, though. Ah, the rain. Is it so beautiful, Lugia? Why don't you sleep in it? Ow! Stop throwing stars at me, you asshole! No. Ah! God, the accuracy of this move sucks. You know, Blossom probably would be very good for this. I'm happy I still let it have sleep powder. Alright then. Let the Ultra Ball Fest commence again! I got lucky I caught Ho-Oh and a Great Ball last time, but I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. I just want you! So come to my party, you giant you giant white psychic bastard! I know you can learn Psychic. Maybe your unique move doesn't come till a remake. Oh. Yep, here we go again. Isn't it already raining? I thought it was already raining. Nah, what do I know? That's why I'm not damaging you. Eventually you'll damage yourself and make it easier for me, so I'm not worried. And well, I'm not trying to catch any other Pokemon, so this is the last use I have of these Ultra Balls. Like I said, I know you may be thinking, maybe I should go after all the Pokemon. No. I mentioned all my exclusive ones, ran into all my version exclusive ones, mentioned the silver ones, because you just couldn't find Skarmory. That was the only one. Believe me, Skarmory's a popular one. It's exactly where I would have found Gligar. So don't worry about it. Come on, Lugia. Just get in the Ultra Ball! You know, now I think about it in my head, the Ultra Ball is almost just as effective as the Pokeball and Great Ball right now, so why don't I use the other ones? They may as well work just as well. I proved it Ho-Oh. I called it at full HP while I was sleeping. So, this method may not look it, but it's easier. As long as it's asleep or frozen. You may be better off with it getting frozen. However, you have to damage it in order to freeze it. And because it's a flying type, you may hurt it a little too much trying to freeze it. Then again, that's why having Blizzard is the best scenario, because it has a 30% chance of freezing the target, while other Ice-type moves have a 10% chance. Is it 10 or 15? I think it's 10. It's about as in this game, it's about as easy to freeze an opponent now as it is to burn them. Which, I guess that means they made burning harder. Sure, let's go with that. No! Noctowl! Damn you! Fine. Use Hydro Pump on me, I dare you. Or did you run out already? Well, you still got Swift, though. Thankfully, Blossom's more defensive heavy. See, now you brought up my bigger guns. You shouldn't have done this, Lugia. You shouldn't have made me bring out Blossom. It's gonna be easier for me to put you to sleep now. Ha! And now that I know you don't have a flying type move, this is gonna be easy. Easier. Sorry, let me specify that. Easier. But as long as RNG is not in my favor, this is gonna take a while. Alright, that's something I haven't talked about. So, how do you guys like some of the, Pokemon movies? Oh, man, I remember how big of a deal the, original Pokemon movies were. I remember back when I was a young kid, I basically forced my parents to make me go see the second movie, which actually starred Lugia. High-budget anime. Especially in film form. Fun! Very fun. Then again, I don't know too many that have gotten, like, that full. I'm sure a lot have. I haven't paid attention to a lot of anime movies in general. I really know the Dragon Ball Z ones, with only the latest ones really getting higher budgets. And the early Pokemon movies having insane budgets. The first 4 or 5, I remember, for Pokemon having the biggest budgets. The other ones kinda did, but not like the old ones did. Like, oh my god, the first Pokemon movie, Mewtwo, was insane. Oh my god. And it's the host of a popular fan theory about the anime about Ash. Is that he died there. He was frozen in stone that whole time. And everything that's happened to the Pokemon anime since the first season has basically been a freaking dream of him while he's in a coma. You'd have to watch the movie to understand, but... Oh, wait, no. What am I doing? He's awake! Catch him while he noses! Prove to him how much of the... Prove to him that you're the alpha! That's what I was thinking of. But yeah, I like the early movies. They were nice. I mean... The anime has certainly gotten... Do I want to say generic these days? Then again, the first season tried to act like a typical Japanese anime, in a way, but still being geared towards kids. But well, because of the worldwide appeal later on, after the first season, I guess maybe after the second, they started trying to not have as many Japanese references. Oh god. Then again, the localization of the Pokemon anime, for some, was, weird. Oh god, there are jokes about that. Sure, somebody's probably seen the Pokemon Abridged series. I haven't. But apparently they make fun of the fact that the rice balls that they eat in that, they refer them to everything. They refer to them as donuts, they refer to them as something else sometimes in the actual anime. Pokemon Abridged decided to use it to call them, like, hamburgers or something like that. Oh, God. 4 Kids. For those of you that don't know, early dubbing... Oh, shit! 4 Kids was pretty rough. They were so bad. Oh, their dubbing efforts were terrible. They were the ones that had Yu-Gi-Oh! Get rid of their fucking guns. Yeah, there were guns in a show about of children's card games. It's hilarious. 4 Kids sucks. Anyway, here's Lugia, the diving Pokemon. It is said that it quietly spends its time deep at the bottom of the sea because its powers are too strong. Oh my god. Oh yeah, it's supposed to live underwater, that's right. There we go, that's that. Sorry, Noctowl. I didn't mean to get you hurt. At least you can still fly us. Thank God. And well, the good news is... Well, if you don't have waterfall, you can always take this ladder to get out of here. Huh. Where was this from? Where could I have gone from here? Oh god, look at this path. It's like taking express entrance. Get the fuck out. Ah, yep, you can only come in from that way. Aha. See, I was right. I had a feeling. So, upper right, upper path. And there you go. You got that. Yeah. Oh yeah, another thing about 4 Kids. In case you guys know the anime series One Piece. Oh. 4 Kids is also responsible for the abomination that is the original dub of that series. Oh my god, was it terrible. Oh boy, that's like known as like one of the worst dubbed series ever. I shouldn't say it was the quality of the dub itself which was bad. It was more of the content and how it was presented. They tried to get rid of like cigars and all that, and oh god, it was dumb. Anyway, if you're wondering why the hell I'm in Dragon's Den right now, I gotta show you something. If you come here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you know, think of these as the days that aren't the weekend. that your rival happens to be not wanting to battle you with Elite Four. Let's show off something, if you can get to him anyway. I just want to do this real quick, and then we'll end the episode, and then I'll get my Quagsire Half Surf again, and I'll feed my rare candies to everybody, and they'll be ready to go. At least I thought he was here. Huh, I thought it was here. Suppose your rival's supposed to be here, like, training. Maybe I came here too early on Tuesday. I don't know. Either way, your rival's supposed to show up here, and he'll be training. You can talk to him. But you can't actually battle him. He'll say something like, I'm gonna get stronger. Oh, there he is. Oh, I just had to surf forward. God damn, I didn't even need whirlpool. Well, who's the jackass now? Ah! The whirlpool reformed! What the fuck? Get out of the way, let me just go talk to him real quick. I completely forgot I could have just gone forward directly. Because I forgot there was something there. There's a hut that has no purpose other than to just have your rival walking around in on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Why did I not think to go there? That was stupid. Oh yeah, anyway, the Pokemon movies were good. At least the first two were really good. First one had Mewtwo, second one had Lugia. No Ho-Oh movie, though. That just relegated to being a legend normally. In the main anime itself. Somebody lived in Dragon's Den. Got it. Hello?
What? Close? No, I won't battle you now. My Pokemon aren't ready to beat you. I can't push them too hard now. I have to be disciplined to become the greatest Pokemon trainer.
Yep.
Whew. Learn to stay out of my way.
Yeah, thanks. Good talk. Good talk. Oh no!
I hope you lose.
How would he feel if he watched me lose to a magic carp?
Are you kidding me? How strong are those things? If you lost to them, how strong could they be?
Not. I just felt like losing in front of you to make you feel bad. You could beat me, but a simple magic carp had the power. That only do splash, by the way. Oh, that's embarrassment if I ever heard of it. Alright. Let's go heal up and end this episode, because it's getting a little long. Then again, these legendary episodes, I don't mind getting too long, because, you know, legendary encounters. I could have ended it under a half hour, but, you know, clean up. Besides, I want to save all the time I can for next episode, just in case the last objective of the game can get hard. So, yeah. I'm just going to mention that right now. The last objective could get bad. But I'm going to end this episode here. So, come back next time, everybody, and we're going to be doing the finale. That's right, we're going to the finale already. Then again, other than catching other Pokemon, there's not really much else to do. I have all the legendaries now. All that's left is going through Mount Silver and exploring its depths. Which, I still have my Super Repels on me, so I'm going to be skipping a lot. I'll just leave it this way. There is one more thing to do deep in Mount Silver. If you want a challenge to prove yourself the greatest trainer in Johto and Kanto, oh boy. Just you wait for what we've got in store for you.